Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for a liftoff. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado State Rams, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Rams offense will get the first swing of the game. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When a receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
And the Rams want to move quickly.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Going up top on first down. Right down the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Chucked it away just as he was hit. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth down.
And the returner is stopped. The Cougars offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see?
A first down for the offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. At the 45 on its way. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
That last big play has them in position to threaten here. First and 10 from the 37. Back to the ground game on the left.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run the toss. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Fast motion from the offense. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Setting up the screen. Can anyone catch him? And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
And where did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Leaves it with the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
On 3rd down, going up top. Pulls it in. It's Bell. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. Oh, look out. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Motion from the offense. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Hall. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. He's going to pass on 2nd down. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Rams. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
The give to the back. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
At midfield, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The give to the left side. Quick step and go. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Houston wants to play fast. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Running behind that left side. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Line is set on 3rd down. The corners are walked up tight. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The Rams are flying down the field.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing them off.
Yeah, and on the other side,
What a snag by the defense. He'll try to take it back. The 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Houston. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
and how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. To the air on 1st down. He's taking the shot. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. 1st down to start the drive after the break. The give to the tailback. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. And the Rams moving quickly to the line. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Coffee.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Looking to move it through the air. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the pass. He's got an open man. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And into the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Colorado State. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Got his man quickly. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They move the tight end all over. They'll give it to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Third and short now from their own 48. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the Cougars get enough to move the chains.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. On the option, he'll pitch it. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Houston going up tempo. Running for it on fourth down. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Houston getting set, looking at first and 10. Quarterback checking off. Here's the give off the left side. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, it's Ortega. They're setting up the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They've moved to the 16. It's first and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got his man. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They're going to run it. Touchdown, Cougars. And they take it in for 6 more points. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
He'll bring it out. It's Sheep. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball at the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on the football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Nice move to keep running. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Power football with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Dropping back, it's Ortega. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Houston wants to play fast. Reads it, fires complete. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Give to the fullback. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Second down coming up. The give to the fullback. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on second down. Off play action. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
It's caught. Off he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Cougars with the 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Quarterback on the keeper. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Think about when you have those guys on the move, man. He's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained. And it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Well, jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. He got it, and they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Running back, the ball carrier. Gain of 1. Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Get set.
To the ground with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The Rams line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Rams are moving quickly down the field. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
They keep attacking through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Avent. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Give to the running back. On the move is the 30. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Cougar! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 5 over James Madison. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Running back goes in motion. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds his man. It's Avant. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Immediately fires to the middle. Tackled after picking up the first down. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. The Rams come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. These corners going to give them some space. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Coming after him. He's going for it all. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Houston will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. He wants to throw. He uncorks one deep. And it's picked off for the third time today. Smashes through. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
At the 44. And that's first down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
And that's another first down.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Quarterback checking the play. He'll come out throwing on first down. Hauls it in. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up.